We've got bodies inside of the A site, and we've got Cat presence already here for PVISION's attack. Good utility usage, but it's not going to blow anybody out from their positions. Wrinkle first frag's good. Shello eating a flash as him and Noda get a kill apiece. We go 3v3. Wrinkle's got his hands full with 2 kills already. Won't be able to find that third one. A site belongs to PVISION.
That was a big chance for Wrinkle. They didn't really attack that fight from 2 different angles. They tried to go at it one-on-one, but notice that guy, obviously. So 2-on-3 retake. Dooley's in play for Kaspersky. We've seen his star potential. This one will be very difficult, though.
He's allowed to get closer. Cat player starting to move forward as well. That's Shush. Kaspersky rattles some off, gets the headshot, no trade. And so Kaspersky's in and Shush collects. No kit needed here for NiP. Oh, they just lean it back.
What a surprise. Guns for $1 yet again. Not tired? Stop wasting time and money on junk. With Hellcase, your inventory will turn into a fairy tale.
Underrated. Wrinkle posts this op early. AWP for NiP. In round 3, Snappy opening kill. Lovely stuff. That was very aggressive. He pushes out through the long doors as Kaspersky gets pushed back through middle. Shello's got that one solved. AW regains another frag inside of the tunnel. So we go man advantage PVISION despite starting with the 4v5. NiP thinking maybe they could take a chunk out of the PVISION camp. Ujerks, gets the better of the smoke side. Wrinkle also with the headshot onto AW. So man advantage recovered once by PVISION and a second time here by NiP. They will get that offer to go ahead and reposition deep inside of sight. Jane is here to try to support Belchanok. And even though that flash actually finds Belchanok, he still comes through with 2.
Wrinkle, that was not acceptable. That's the whole site and an extra teammate down, and now a 1v2 for Snappy.
Gets close to the site.
He had like a bit too long to aim there.
Awkward one, double firebomb out through the window, but look, there's a gap. Oh, there's a gap, and then he's gonna find the back turn. Snappy sees the trajectory thrown. He knows it's Jame on the back of Plat. We've got a battle of the IGLs in round 3. A critical round that's gone back and forth 3 times. Now 4 off of Snappy. He jumps in for it, and James gonna hit that shot. Man advantage in round 3 meant nothing. But we're writing eulogies in round 6. Just because of the nature of PVISION's 3-round streak. Good on NiP to again come at this with an opening move, but it's not going to be free for Wrinkle's fallback. He'll catch 1 kill, get punished. His impact has been felt. Will be catwalk for PVISION yet again. I mean, this affinity for the A site just keeps coming through, despite the weapons that NiP have to work with. Ujerk's under pressure, dropped down to 20 health. Oh, spam keeps coming through, but those ones were dodged. Op shot missed over by the Cat player, and once the Goose Molly burns out, he's looking for a position to hold. Ujerks gets his. And as he picks up that smoke off of the corpse, he's going to drop it for Shush to still try to keep this pressure up. Kaspersky arriving from CT gets pushed back down over the boxes, and Shush comes out with a critical kill. They were never able to move forward to sight, but the fight is still on. Belchanok over towards the long corner, confirms both players still here, he's out.
Yeah, that has the bomb. He can run away. It's the 2 CTs that have shown themselves. They were just trying to encourage him to fight. He can come into CT and find 1 duel, but Snappy wins it. Brave move from him, and he knows that Belchanok was really low after that first engagement, so...
Still the double long commitment coming through from Ninjas. Wrinkle, solo sight, steps to the top of ramp. Oh, continues that spray for great damage. Frag tries to chase the player on 3 health. Instead, it's Belchanok to Snappy, though, is going to have his hands full in a moment. 3 players strong for PVISION, out through the mid doors. Their 4th piece still waiting over towards long. And, whoa, shots whiz by AW's head. And that's that 4th piece, the one with 3 HP. Noda's hoping that his teammates can get the ball rolling into B, but it's a solid hold from Shush already. This MP7 at distance, just chewing through the health bars of PVISION. Here comes that mid-flank, and AW turns back to stop Snappy. That's all. Pressure both ends, but a rock-solid B defense off the back of an SMG. On the mid doors than there is on the B anchor. So we'll see if this sudden pop out from PVISION can really catch NiP off guard.
I love it from NiP here. They smoke the door. They can go B right now, but it's open lines for the CT at this moment.
Smoke pops behind the pack.
Lost the first kill.
AW insta frag. Kaspersky's gonna get smoked off. They wait for that to plume. His spray will finish what Shush started. And then Snappy already on the scene, but you've got players deep within the site, one of which down beneath the window. Kaspersky, yeah, he's gonna get clipped by that. Shello getting up close and personal, and that is just a sudden pop from PVISION. An all-in 4-player strong hit that Shush simply is not ready for.
That's really rough. It's one of the rare moments where Shush goes down, no kill at all, and he's walking into towards the tunnel. I think it's a moment where, because Snappy's smoke is fresh inside of middle, they're not really concerned about PVISION thinking about a B hit right now, because they know that NiP have all the power. They could cross mid freely. That smoke is still fresh. They haven't done their own lurk smokes or a mid B smoke. And if it's full tunnels play, it could be fighting 3 guys into the tunnels. But that's the new PVISION, right? They actually entry B without the doors even being smoked. So Shush's guard is down because he's thinking there's actually a few more seconds before anything happens. But I think they won Rio because they had that massive statue of James.
Oh, yeah, that helped.
So
sure,
it was sort of preordained.
Overpass was second. Good shot from Wrinkle. Easy pickup, no pressure really on him. Flashes didn't blind him, he just gets his pickup, doesn't miss a shot. And that's what we're looking at Wrinkle for today. Hit the sitters. As we get Ujurks down next to the smoke, there's damage on James, damage on Noda. A close presence here from Ujurks that the rest of NiP can tether off of. More utility getting picked up down in the CT spawn, but Noda's gonna go ahead and take the numbers back. Snappy wastes no time trying to get into the ramp play. Belchanok's gonna dodge him. We get that commitment in behind the boxes as well, but the space is being given to NiP. That's a critical trade back from James.
Time's getting low.
Op strikes as it has to. AW coming in from CT, but these kills keep going both ways. AW sprinting now has missed the timing on the ramp player. Time is of the essence. It is already so low, and Noda's gonna clear Shush off of the defuse. NiP play it down to the wire, and that will be costly.
Yeah.
Tied game, 5 rounds all.
Everyone from PVISION dies in the end, but it's a quick plant. That's the one difference PVISION have on this round. Finally, getting up Cat. Shush gonna get tested.
This time the utility does come over, so they should be well prepared. Last time it was the walkout. Now, multiple flashbangs. Kaspersky draws one away. Shush in from the corner, single frag. It's a multi-kill here for Shello. No man advantage, but the bomb also gets stopped in the process. This is awkward. Somebody's got to go grab it. Jane gets covered by AW from just down beneath that window. And now the bomb is forced in, but it's not going to be James' responsibility to plant.
I actually like the risk there from NiP. The only reason that bomb's not planted sooner is because it didn't have it on the site.
Man advantage NiP, but we've seen man advantage go back and forth so many times. I don't think it's the end-all here in round 12. Kaspersky tries for another. There she goes. Noda gets his revenge.
Yeah, no caution on that cross. Kind of risky with the M4.
Sketchy here for Ujurks too.
He could win back right now.
Could also lose one. Belchanok coming at him. Famas versus the AK. He'll hit the headshot. James doesn't come out for the trade immediately, but then we'll take that extra extension. We've got a 1v1 queued up here as the smoke fades. Catwalk holding strong both sides would be critical for the commitment on the A site. It's all that NiP have to work with in order for everybody else to hinge across middle. Jane keeps his eyes up, and their AW is to kill Snappy. You know, a lot of talk from NiP about waiting out their opponents and trying to win in the late rounds and letting them make mistakes, but it feels like when the pace is slowed down to these moments, these crawls, PVISION come out on top. And it could be the difference between this 7-5 half and the 6-6 that NiP were hoping to secure. Shush, clutch attempt late, executed by AW. Again, nice, smooth operation here for the PVISION squad. They'll finish this T side with 4 rounds straight.
They make it a late game on a comeback, and NiP maybe show cracks later on. Well, they're coming in early now.
Trying to take this fast, strong arm towards the A site. There's resistance here in PVISION. Opening kills again, but not just 1, not 2, but 3. Kaspersky double Glock kill off the catwalk. This pistol round is wrapped up. Surely. Wide swing out from the catwalk. Belchanok's got another one against the wall.
I was gonna say, here's where
2 versus 5, down to the 2 versus 3. Now, not operating with a kit. This is still unlikely. Snappy to the slow burn flank up catwalk. Nobody covering as Wrinkle gets popped from the top of sight.
They have a smoke
They're
here?
going to put that smoke on top, but it's a 10-second defuse. Will it be thick enough? Snappy's coming up. They've got to get him off of this defuse.
They can't find him at all.
Glock trying to get it down.
He's going to get a 10-second defuse.
Oh, it's so close. Knives out.
They missed him.
Oh, stops him in the final seconds. Snappy has to save that 2v5 attempt that comes down to the final second. You also have to
I want to see what kind of business card he has.
You got to keep a really good dampness to it as well. You know, it looks a little wet, but never greasy.
Do you think it's a gel wax combination?
I'm not sure, man. Matte finish? No early finish. Game's tied. Penetrate's good. Corner of long.
And I just started shooting.
And the pressure is kept here by Noda. He draws them into him. Jane popped in the background, so man advantage. NiP, opening kill, utilized, as it wasn't PVISION to get away from that engagement, but it will be them with this round 3 buy on the CT half to still take a look at long. They don't pressure the smoke. They don't try to get the chance on the crossover. It's going to be bomb planted, and PVISION in these kinds of situations tend to go for saves. But they're so close.
Yeah, because they almost won a 2-on-5 last round.
And the money's low for NiP because of that damage, so keep it that way. Keep chipping away from it. But met by another smoke, I think that's going to be your invitation to leave. If given a chance to get into the crossfire, maybe. But Jane pulls the plug on this one, and that's going to be PVISION conceding a lead again. Fleshed out by riflers. But if the bones are weak, the muscles crumble. AW holds off on the side of the smoke with a double kill. Again, man, in high pressure situations, AW's good. Jane misses a shot down to 16 health. We get that CT player emerge. Ujurk's gonna clear out this A site, and PVISION have allowed for the Ninjas to walk away with these round wins maybe one too many times, so do they finally try to stick the landing with a retake here?
3 from CT, it's tempting. I mean, I'm sure you want to try it. Why not?
Already starting to get close.
Oh, those HEs.
Perfect. That is 90 damage on Noda.
Wait, but they're still not watching the okay.
Bit of chip on Beltronok, and then Shush losing his support, has to bank on Ujurks, helping out from long. Shush is still spinning inside of that bomb site, and Ujurks just trying to keep them off the ramp. They figured out where Shush is at. Ujurks leaves something to be desired here, but he goes back and finishes. A fresh magazine to end it. You feel like PVISION know these rounds are all just slipping away, and this time, this one costs them even more. And not alone. You got 2 players right behind him, ready to go for this. They're gonna keep that CT smoked off. Oh, a long shot missed for Jame as well.
Yep.
2 critical moments that could have been frags against NiP. Instead, 5v5, they walk out through that mid setup. You've got support for the first one. It's a couple defenders up on that box, which means nobody inside the B site, but no split in position here for NiP at 30 seconds. They back up.
Ooh, this is kind of interesting, though. Beltronok, he's rotating over towards A. They've already got 3 players here, and they're actually reading this perfectly. Look at the bomb. 19 seconds. It's going to go towards A, but they can't believe it now.
At the same time, Ujurk starts to step out into B. That's going to be a problem. Force Yellow. He's locked into the door. He catches this. Low HP, not a problem. Shush, though, is one.
Can they plant?
Oh, Beltronok's right there. They're going to need the frags.
They got the plant.
Oh, no. The retake's on. Yellow 2 kills into this. 19 HP to work with. Ninjas in Pyjamas squeeze this to the absolute limit. Snappy said they wanted to play for late round mistakes, and they find one. This is not that back and forth, forced by scenario. This is PVISION with everything they should need to win a round. But now digging deep, we get that double op out of Shello. And when it comes out, it hits hard. Beltronok with a frag over Shush. NiP take their chances into the B site. 2 versus 5 coming together. At the very least, they'll have footing on the bomb site.
He flies over that like Batman. Kaspersky gets that trade right over top of the scope, and now 2-on-3. They could easily defend this. No CTs coming through tunnels. We're talking about low utility as well. No kits. They got to get a move on.
Kaspersky taking a look towards the window. You've got 3 on the other side. Point blank versus his AK. Knives out for the first one. AW slips the net. Wrinkle can't find more than one because Jame is already on top of this. Double op adaptation when they're pushed to the absolute limits. He is here, a part of what is looking to be this cat commitment from NiP. Wrinkle hoping somebody steps in. They will.
Yeah, is a big mistake, man.
Jello, that second ops down. Oh, but through the doors, Beltronok from the bottom of the scoreboard, only able to get one.
Are they really not going?
Still thinking about it with CT scrambling down to spawn.
This should be a big mistake. James should just punish right here.
Can James find shots, or is he blindsided? Oh, jumping up, Kaspersky on a silver platter. But James never turns back, and they find it for free.
What
Snappy with the slow burn up the catwalk as PVISION goes scrambling to try to plug that gap on B, and all it does is leaves James standing in the open like a chump.
Dude, how often do you see James get shot in the side of the head like that versus a player walking out?
I mean, how often do you see 2 kills come out from middle and NiP not take that opening?
It's a pretty, yeah, I guess the way that NiP looked at it, we win either way, and it's going to be PVISION who know, you know, I mean, I would say close to 100% of the time, you're supposed to go B in that spot. You look at the kill feed, it's the 2 B anchors. You know for sure that that side of the map's open. You know for sure that the team is worried about stacking towards A. They aren't leaving with 2 of their main anchors and having 1 random player in the site. So
Belchanok scrambling down into the tunnels. PVISION trying to play it fast, but Ujerks awaits. Second player, FaMAS up. This is Jane, critical trade. He'll find that. Meanwhile, open space inside of middle, but as much open space as there is on this A site, PVISION going to be tasked with a retake in a 4 versus 4. One that features a kit here on Jame. If Jame dies long, it's a 10-second defuse for the rest of PVISION.
I mean, just don't miss this shot, Wrinkle.
He starts to step out. He's going to clip James, sitting duck, easy pickup, easy anchor now towards long. And as Jello's going to try his damnedest to get this retake on, Shush just tucks that head in, and Nada going to keep coming at this. Wrinkle, missed chance. There's a second off that FaMAS. Snappy with a clutch attempt denied. Big triple here from Noda, late into the half, late into this game. Rough nade for Belchanok to have to stomach. But we're already starting to lean a third player from PVISION into this B-bomb site, and off that headshot, watch, as Ujerks is probably going to try to make something more of this.
Let's see if he times this smoke properly, but they double smoke.
Oh, it's nade out. He's going to pop it open. Two players running up the hill. He'll find the back turn of one, and it's Noda again with another multi-frag. Him and Jello come together, find 3 kills. They put it on ice, NiP with a great squeeze, but that one piece of util popping open the smoke on spawn. Wrinkle's dead. They find nothing after that opening kill. Not one more frag the way of NiP. Numbers strong here inside of the site. I don't doubt it could just take some kind of an X-Factor moment here for NiP, but they give a smoke over to Noda. He's going to go down with nothing. He's been critical in this recovery. This time it's going to be Jello, but still the utility burns him to a crisp. Jame hits his 1. Back to the 2 versus 2. CT emergence. Wrinkle goes back.
Oh, okay.
Almost getting away with that was Belchanok. Now Jame is given a chance to clutch out. It's been a pretty quiet half. Not up to his standard so far here on Dust 2 versus Wrinkle and Snappy onto the corner. Nobody spotted as one hides behind the box and the other tucked in on the catwalk. Jame is not working with a smoke grenade. He's going to have to take this peek into the boxes. They're giving him this space. First shot's found. No! He gets both. And Jame finds his moment. PVISION find their overtime.
Resurrected before Christmas. Here we go, baby.
Similar setup to what got PVISION their 12th round. Molly flies onto Jame. He's got to scramble over towards Cross instead. Rifles hold the line. Noda was a non-factor in the 24th round. Good emergence here from Ujerks. He's going to catch a second, finding them as they try to get back into the cover. They know there's another one here. They're trying to track him down. He has to have gone through smoke. Nobody shoots. Ujerks, 100 health advantage. AW comes out. Big trade frag back from Wrinkle, but now it's Wrinkle the one that's wounded. AW has been worth his weight in gold within this round. No time.
The time.
He climbs up over it. He's got to commit, and did he miss it? A single bullet here from Belchanok. Pressure's on, time expires, and he misses it by mere milliseconds.
Wrinkle knows he can't get that plant. He should have just gone to go for the fight.
This is an understaffed A site in contrast to the rounds we've seen PVISION run.
They totally embarrassed Legacy on this map in just about similar fashion.
Ooh, try to pop it open. We also got that push down through the CT spawn, but it doesn't seem like it got caught. Nada's down there. Okay, no, Ujerks went back, climbs up Xbox instead. It's gonna be 5 strong for NiP, trying to extend out elbow. Jame waiting for his chance, gets popped by Snappy, clean headshot out of the in-game leader for NiP.
Solid nade.
It's gonna chip away at 2.
Damage.
They're trying to find positioning in sight.
Are they covering this?
Nobody's covering the walk-up. Cat player goes back. Ujerks worried more so about mid. Shush is in transition, has his head slammed against the wall. Noda on for the retake. Snappy and Ujerks recoveries there. 1 versus 2 here for Wrinkle.
Don't miss now.
Oh, shot off of the mark. He takes a bit of damage in the process. We've got hits here. We've got util. So many grenades still for PVISION to try to keep this flawless overtime run going. But AW found out as he loses vision. Hot swap to the AK. And he's not on the defuse. Oh! What a snap. Mid-spray headshot. Big clutch for Wrinkle.
Ooh, that's massive. That's paying it back a little bit. They needed a moment like that out of Wrinkle. The utility was looking too scary. Smoke, Molly, Flash, nade, and Tiger Belt of utility to try to deny him from that 1v2. And he hits a great spray right here. Could have very easily lost no ammo.
These are shots.
I think that was his last bullet.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that might have literally been his last bullet on the spray.
At an op shot that connects through smoke and flashbangs. Shush done for on the fallback from the long challenge. Tunnels fight goes the way of NiP. Long control, still contested. Big move here from PVISION. It's gonna cost them health. Jame clipped on the jump over. That's
Wait.
2 members caught and counted here by Wrinkle.
Yeah, you think they're just gonna...
That's 3. And he finds another
Okay.
and follows suit. Wrinkle's starting to unlock potential here. Rip roaring his way to the top of the scoreboard. 24 and 15 and another wall bang.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
All Wrinkle through mid this round. That's an edge for NiP.
That's kind of nuts out of Wrinkle. These last couple of rounds now, controlling middle. Every single player spotted, and they could just go back to long.
Wow. That's the kind of round you get off of the back of a nasty 1v2. That's when you know you're locked in. And Wrinkle, again, finding very real overtime impact now. It has been nothing but Wrinkle since that 1 versus 2 in the second round of overtime. PVISION off the man disadvantage. This was a stat that did not hold them back in the first half. But Kaspersky will not allow you to retreat fully for free. It's a 1 and done here from Nota. Jame comes in.
One of these trades, absolutely insane.
Goes for the quick push, quick scope, and a quick rotation to join up. Numbers strong inside of the tunnels. Shush working on his own and nothing to show for it. Belchanok's got a free cross. They'll still remain cautious, but Ninjas in Pyjamas are on the other side of this map.
They're making Shush look like nothing over here. Like paper over in the B side, that's nice. When Deston, after they beat Legacy, to get to stage 2 in the first place, he said, I had zero faith that we could win the game, which sounds like a weird thing to hear from the coach. Obviously, you're going to get that sort of dry honesty, but we were casting that match. I felt the exact same way. That's what seems to win rounds.
Flash for Snappy. Oh, dangerous game, but he still sticks up for it. It's a 1 and done from him. Jame loses the angle on window. Kaspersky holds off on the tunnels. Then Shush walks into his death. So Kaspersky can just transition into tunnels control instead. At least he earned a way out.
It's just going to be a retake. There's no extra smokes here for the T side, which actually makes this possible now for the CT.
They're so far.
There's a molly here. They can back in time. More missed shots here from Jame. That could have been a round over. Oh, and he dies.
That's critical. Going out wide, thinking he had the edge over Kaspersky. But remember how far off they were. Belchanok now flushed out into middle, sees nothing. Incredibly late mid-arrival. And that's enough.
No way.
Jame makes a mistake, I think.
That's a big mistake.
Standing out in the platform, trying to take that fight to Kaspersky. You just queued up their retake for them.
The mistake is missing twice, by the way.
Postplant's name of the game right now. NiP let them also slide. PVISION numbers strong on
Nice
catwalk.
shot.
Wrinkle has been key in this overtime recovery from the Ninjas. And so they'll concede a ton of space over and bomb to be planted for catwalk. It's good control from middle off of the back of AW. There's positions here for PVISION to float around in. But you can't afford any kind of opening being offered back over. Belchanok wants to take a look, and he'll find Kaspersky looking the wrong direction. That op is still in the mix, and it's hitting shots. Snappy finds a double. Belchanok low, and still he offers yet another clutch attempt for AW. We praised his late game impact. Here he comes again. Diffuser's right there for the taking. Oh, and he pumps both. Once more, AW is king.
Where is he coming from is what NiP are asking. They can't believe it.
A Simon under pressure.
That is so nuts out of AW. Looking like he's retaking from B. He's the T in a post plant. Coming up from CT spawn.
Ignores the coverage. They were so convinced he was catwalk as well. All he needs, and that's after the first bullet misses.
Woo.
Coming out of regulation, it was just all clutches the way of PVISION. The feature of their first half.
1-2. Shot again on the cross.
No entry allowed for Cielo. Nota drops off, locked into the corner. He's taking damage here as that fight's queued up. Kaspersky, frag goes a bit too far. Belchanok not too worried about that one. Second nade follows suit, really hits the mark. It's man advantage, it's health advantage, it's a retake inbounds, shut down entirely. Jame with a double. Just like that, the hopes of NiP go up in smoke. They arrive for a retake with an edge. AW, the insurance comes from CT spawn again.
Is this Control C, Control V?
PVISION not letting that retake
Udric's about to go. This should be nice for him. They're actually going so fast, though. Oh, my God.
It's a sudden pop. I mean, this is that thing, right? PVISION's evolution is just cranking that dial, and the coverage is good from Beltranok. Shush crossing paths inside of the tunnels. Kaspersky's only got the one from in that site, and PVISION know they haven't found the second defender. Beltranok lingers out middle. Wrinkle gets the trade back. We've got huge damage here on Cello and on Noda. Bomb to be planted by James just down beneath the window. Does he dive this? Oh, he takes a look. Wrinkle offering up a bit of his health, trying to find a moment here to strike.
They think they cleared K-Sharp, but they didn't.
Trying to get Shush back in. Won't happen. And so as Wrinkle has to concede this, it is utility to just keep him at bay. And PVISION's sudden pop out through middle into that B bomb site can't be kept up to by NiP. You know, there's so much carnage and chaos going down, but PVISION keep their cool within those moments. That's why they're here. With a 2-round edge, Wrinkle
nice
peeks in, finds his duel to James. And so if he can't get his impact in the mid-round moments, he'll just go ahead and take them at the start. His 31st frag to 17 deaths. Woo! Great challenge out of Beltranok, finds Udric's unprepared on long alone.
Oh, this next one could be huge. Kaspersky's going to clear this hard.
Oh, Noda's got it. Posted, perched.
Dude, this, you know.
Well, that's looking like what's happening here. Still 2 players in it. Oh, catching him with the nade. Snappy blasted apart. Shush, though, catching them off. And as they tiptoe into him, he's got himself a quad! Set up from Carr, delivers when he needs to. They had to win 1 round. Snappy can't believe his eyes.
What in the world?
They don't wide swing with conviction enough to put Shush off his mark.
How do they not pop off after that?
Because in round 21, NiP should have won this game.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. They can't get excited about anything now because they aren't winning. And they had basically lost this round too. After Wrinkle's opening 3 back, Shush had to get 4 with a silenced M4, by the way.
First player doesn't have a gun out. Second player walks in slow. The third goes for the wide swing. Again, Wrinkle was critical on the attack for NiP in the first overtime.
Yeah, he's hidden.
Flashbang comes through that doorway. Challenge is on for long. They see the player corner, but that's a great distraction. AW maximizing the damage with a double on long.
And it's a full 3A setup. They can't actually, they think they're going to punish coming up cap, but that's just not true right now.
They're not moving fast enough to really catch PVISION off guard. AW can just creep down into the pit. This frees up James to play the card. They try to pounce on him, but there's another defender here within the site. Noda actually takes damage. James misses a shot.
He's been given a lot of chances over.
Just enough room for NiP to still wiggle their way into this site. On the brink of a post plant. Still outnumbered. Now James finds one. Snappy gets blasted out of the round. Udrix just wants to clear this close proximity on site. Wrinkle's not being given anything else to shoot at, and when he does, he whiffs one. Down he goes. It's gonna have to be a 3rd overtime for Ninjas in Pyjamas, or PVISION punish their mistakes. Mid now instead, so even if NiP do decide to double back, you've got defenders right there. And so they're going to try their chance at the cap push. Frag goes into the back of the pack. That's damage for Snappy to have to stomach. There's the drop, but look at this util damage. Look at this chance to end the game here and now. PVISION's B defense freed up for the rotation. Already kills coming through. It is headshots in abundance from everyone on PVISION, and they slay them. The Ninjas in Pyjamas make a critical error.
Now that I feel like they should just crush here. Like they really should. They're gonna make up for the last match. This, again, it's all been mental. It's all been mental, and Train gets crazy. Let's see how it goes.
Cello under a world of pressure. Great flashbangs into the A site. I feel like everything I praise about NiP is gonna come with that asterisk, but this is a clean start, so no chokes allowed as they go up 3v1 versus James. Easy closeout on the pistol.
Give him a chance at one of those guys.
That's a game that's going to be going down on the A stream soon.
NiP don't deserve to have the hardest draw.
No B stream. It's after this one. Noda opens up with a pistol kill. That's fine. NiP should be fine. Everything's fine. No, it's not anymore. Triple kill here for Noda. Desert Eagles got the quad. Wrinkles down to James. What a moment for Noda. I told you, he's just got that dog in him.
Kaspersky. So much frustration right there. They could not trade Noda. Oh my goodness. Quadra kill.
Wowza. Cue it up.
Shot in the heavens, the one for me. That's the one that did it.
Oh, that one on the snap is nasty too, man. God, and they are right back to where they were on Dust 2 mentally. Just like that, you're tapped back in.
Oh.
Fast charge for NiP down into the B site. That's going to swarm Beltranok. That's an M4 given over. Not ready for the fast pace. I like that Snappy's gone all in on this fight. Fire with fire. And P9 slide out through Z. You know there's still pistol limitations out here on the field. TYLOO is in the thick of it.
He's dancing right now.
Shush is still behind him. Bomb planted. We've got a kit here on TYLOO, so at least that'll be closer to the bomb site. Noda's gonna be found out. Pressure's on. TYLOO just continues to thrash around on the bomb plant. Snappy's gonna find a back turn to him. He gets damage in, finishes it. Battle of the in-game leaders. And as James moves over to the M4, he's now got his position on site, and TYLOO's kit is somewhere out there. Snappy hits the headshot, and we've got fireworks at the start of map 2.
I actually love the call here from NiP. Just take all the edge off. Don't think about what just happened through the smoke.
He's really slipped the net here between these CTs. If he finds a back turn.
Yes. Wait, excuse me. Okay.
James' eyes aren't what they used to be.
Seriously, he actually.
It's like, brother, you had a 14 health and a Mac 10.
Kind of wild also that kill happened. There was like nothing. Like
Nothing else.
Gonna go.
Yeah, sure.
After that.
Yeah.
Or
It just felt like NiP kind of wrote him off. Let their little brother play with the controller.
Plan. Good luck.
Yeah. You're contributing, Bao. Yeah, we'll come trade you. And now Shush out here on the outer yard, working solo as NiP set their sights on the B site. Ooh, Beltranok, double kill, bottom of the ramp. Can't manage to hold back Snappy, who's now on a recovery for that bomb. His Galil finds the headshot on one, calls Shush into the action from that outer site now. 10 seconds to this clock, and they're signing up for the fights. Shush, with hands busy, secures a bit of cash and a chance. But he is so surrounded already. Oh, but he shuts down James, and it's AW rounding that corner with the MP9 spray down to give PVISION a round win nice and early. Big group up inside of the Brown Halls, and right now
spends his morning channeling Nen.
Speed defense leaning on the other side. Stops one on the exit. Can't prevent Wrinkle from trickling down into the site, but he loses all his support. Shush gets one for the road. Wrinkle a bit late to that fight, but still comes with a deep position, and that's gonna catch off James. Nice shot. Sometimes I love actually Wrinkle switching over to the AK. I feel like he's got real potential with the rifles beyond his op.
James keep missing shots though. You waited for that chance to punish. Walked
Noda,
right into him.
Give it a chance at a head-to-head duel before that second T can come with the peek from upper. Trying to pressure him out of this. Noda thinks both are already on the ground. Not the case. I think that's really going to lead him to kind of forget about this Ujerk's position up top.
He has a smoke to run at this, but yeah, it's going to be very difficult.
Plus the kit.
They're not even.
Little back and forth here.
Yeah.
Just wants to get that op save, so.
We'll remember that, Sanji family.
Gone but not forgotten. Good hold here from Noda on Ivy side. NiP trying to come at this from a different angle. Remember, that 5-7. It's the biggest limitation for PVISION here in the 7th. Tries to cheat around the side of the smoke and gets pinned down by Wrinkle. Again, he's playing with that AK. Jay might have to op on train, but Wrinkle, nah, not quite yet. Exiting out through T-Con, sending Kaspersky first. Layers behind it. James sees a sliver of their approach, but will they peek into this line? Do they need to? Right now, we've got Kaspersky cleared out from backside by Beltranok, 15 to the clock. Wrinkle pressure on the bomb site, and that rotate around through Z. It's bomb picked back up. Shush, great coverage. TYLOO comes out.
With time.
Upgrades in, 7 seconds. Shush is gonna try to gun him down, and TYLOO at a huge health disadvantage, can't hang on. Shush comes up big with impact yet again.
Yes, he does. That was a moment where I think, well, low HP, try to give him a run around. AW doesn't realize it. I'm pretty sure his gun was just slightly on his screen. Snappy. Okay, here's the opening. Oh. Surely, not spotted. All right.
Guns down Noda. That's a jump scare moment for him to have to deal with. And just like that, Snappy's gone. As quickly as he attacks, he disappears back through smoke. Gonna get a ramp walk out here. Big pack of players from NiP. Man advantage has them confident that they'll take this over. James not missing op shots if he's working with the M4. 2 frags to his name, but so many bodies here for NiP. Although Shello has slipped in between. Player coming at him, but no, he's walking. And so he takes his time, he guns down both. Perfectly timed flank ahead of Snappy's arrival with only 5 health left over. This is a robbery from PVISION.
Snappy just started walking that flank. It could have been him to go down, which would have actually been favorable for the guys on the site, but didn't know.
Snappy had eyes glued on the pop dog push, didn't realize Shello had already come through it. Let's remember this moment. That was a 6-2 lead, NiP, T-side train, a map they should absolutely
Nothing's gonna happen.
Let's just remember that one. Let's put a pin in it, you know?
All right.
Good recovery, immediately back by Shush, loses half his health, but well worth it as no resistance on the front end of the site, so happy to just come out in strong numbers. They'll get to the train, stop, pause, regroup, and come at this again. That's where James looks to strike. It's a one and done from him. Shello and AW, each with their own kills. Man advantage goes back the way of PVISION. And we saw that stat be the damning stat on NiP's Dust 2. Peek from the back of the site's gonna be a great distraction once that smoke comes up. Wrinkle and Shush could find their backs exposed to AW. Shello just holding it all on his own, and again PVISION wrap around that pack of NiP players who had a 5v4 on the walkout.
Belchinok, baby squirrel.
Why?
Because this kid is nuts.
Okay. He's got a point, folks. Holds back Ujerks. James gets popped by Wrinkle, who, again, with this AK, has found his groove throughout this B site, but everybody for PVISION floods down into this, and they're going to give Snappy and co something to think about. What could have been will be what NiP have to ask themselves as this halftime's about to come through. This is a 6-round half, barring a 1 versus 4 from Kaspersky. But it's just the fact that once more you've allowed PVISION, who had 2 rounds to the 6 of NiP, to secure the last 4 rounds of this half. That is the kind of mentality PVISION love to grab onto and run with. And so, like you said, damning stats on the T side. PVISION are gonna have to exceed all of the numbers. They like to play beyond.
They beat the odds every map this major.
Utility falls down on Snappy. He's gonna have to give up his spot. Shush popped after just 1. Pistol here would be a great way to try to exceed the numbers for PVISION. Noda, I mean, this guy, in with another double kill. Again, like, he's just got that fight. He will happily take these duels on his terms. It's another triple kill up from Noda, and a very convincing slice through that defense to the favor of PVISION.
Just to get it back, quote unquote, from the CT side, just to delay, hold the CT's attention while they exec B.
Flash down, and it's a fast announcement. They don't stop Shello from getting his entry. They will shut it down. Good move from Shush. That's what they're looking for. Double from Wrinkle, double from Shush. That M4 with a huge reposition as well, right? Shush getting that first fight bottom ramp and then running it back, just knowing that he can't stop them from pushing beyond Thomas, but he can stop them once they get to the front of it. The Halls attack, and he's doing this entirely on his own. He wants to know what the hell is up. Noda tasked to hold this. Oh my God.
That's crazy.
Just barely on that corner, slams Snappy with a headshot, finds an AK upgrade. Now that should be a Galil for either James or AW now.
And Snappy was just thinking like, I mean, maybe that was a little bit too aggressive considering the buy.
They're gonna go walk 2 more players into it.
And the molly comes in. It's going a bit far.
Too
they
far.
hit him though.
Oh, execution here for Shello. They hold back, and then the trades come out. And then they stop Shush, who decides to go pushing up the ramp instead of sitting on the bomb site.
Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of wild how they just continued forward. Even though they just got that 1 kill, they could have changed up and gone back.
Bomb pauses, options both ways still open. They don't know where Wrinkle is actually committed.
They're thinking about still going downstairs.
They give it a chance, right?
Outside, and James can go take over.
Let that bomb have its options. AW ends up surviving that push out through the pop dog.
Wrinkle might just have to save.
You'd think so. Back into the CT spawn, he'll hide PVISION, hold off the Snappy push, hold off the second wave of that attack. You show a little skin on this edge of the A site, and you've got these defenders worried, so much so that they push into T-Con. And the beauty of pushing into T-Con for PVISION is that they're even further from the B site.
Nice.
But Shello, not as cautious on his corners, will be Wrinkle's victim. 5v4 established here from NiP, back to back.
Yeah, and like similar situation,
And look
but
at
are
the
they
move.
just gonna go?
Right, they go from T-Con into the fast scramble back to the B site. That's where PVISION were hoping to end this. They line up for Shush. He manages 2 frags to himself and Snappy, then drops bomb. So good on NiP to know that inside of the T-Con presence, they had to move that back quickly to get ahead of the PVISION commitment, and PVISION feeling a bit too predictable in that timing. Go down. PVISION may be met by a smoke, but I feel like they're still taking a swing at this. You've got Shello out through T-Con off these flashes. They suddenly pounce, and Kaspersky's got good cover back sight, but there's more where the first threat came from. Belchanok and Shello come in with a kill apiece. James gets one over from the E-box, and now he's gonna plant, or at least fake it once. Tries to get that reaction on the smoke push, nobody covers! Snappy's got James off of the bomb plant. AW's gonna get hit soon from the pop dog, and it's a Shush clutch queued up, but James gone. So it seems, sits silently as the smoke fades, ready for Shush, and Shush gets both!
Called out totally. James did not want to make that a long round. He sacrificed the ability to plant. They're everywhere, but you don't know that.
PVISION just kind of transforming into the walls, let James start to take contact. Oh, of course, Noda hits a Deeg.
Wait.
And it's not even the AK that comes out on top with a double. The Snappy, no, he mows him down. Up onto the bomb site. Threat out from AW, bomb to be scooped back up, and nobody can stop this. It is only Z presence here for NiP. Now the mistakes are starting to be made, but Shush is still alive and thriving. Tries to wrap around to AW, who hits another critical Tech 9 headshot, and it's Noda who started this. Oh, damage is massive. USP whittles down Noda. This is Wrinkle on the clutch. Plenty of time. Gets the Z frag, but Noda's there to end it. And PVISION, as we approach that finish line, step up in a big way.
No way they pulled that off. That tactically was something a little bit different. They somehow, you see that? Okay.
Shush back,
This is
battle of the
dangerous.
Oppers.
Oh,
James
James.
is shot. Oh, Wrinkle's gonna go out wide within that moment.
Can't handle those mistakes out of James, man.
Bad flash, it doesn't bounce through. It actually hits the door frame. Luckily still trades out Shush with just that one.
Somehow he still gets one.
Bomb plants inbound, undeniable. We've got this close Z presence from Shello. And when you've got Shello and Jota, you've got 2 players ready to thrive in a post plant. 2 explosive rifles that have driven PVISION to the limits of stage 2. Shello's down with nothing. Noda still alive alongside AW, who picks up a double. And Noda's got 100 health, gets away from sight. Goes deep, catches Wrinkle, doubles this back over to Snappy instead and makes contact. Snappy's on the defuse. Noda sprays through and stops it. And PVISION sit comfortable on 12.
They took that. They stole it away. Nota's fast decisions are the reason they bring that back.
Keeps you on the edge of your seat. And again, Ninjas trying to get frisky off of the Shush ramp push. But they've done a good job of keeping. He's got to get the knife out. He's got to make his move. Kaspersky's allowed to go back and put that FaMAS on the brink of T-Con. If the flank connects, that's one thing.
No.
But they could damn well push beyond. Snappy sees bodies. James is about to be a sitting duck. NiP on the brink of an overtime as Snappy executes from behind and then starts to peel back. AW with bomb, 60 health, takes that one step ever closer to the site as we hit 15 seconds. What if he gets this kill on Zed? How does Noda come back to help him? Noda starts making sound. That opens the door. AW's just lost within this.
There's no chance now.
From that flank out of Snappy, it feels like there's no chance. It's hands busy, but a denial on site, and it's NiP to overtime for the 4th consecutive time in this stage.
You need a damn PhD to figure out that situation. Another one of these situations.
Similar angle. We've seen Wrinkle hold this before, but fire doesn't quite meet him.
Not good.
Oh, but he goes back in.
Come on.
Noda hits the headshot through the wall. We've got a man advantage, PVISION. And so many times they've gotten close to Pop Dog, they've never been allowed out. This round could be different.
How did he get that kill?
Kaspersky pushed into T-Con between the 2 smokes.
Don't let him out.
Has gone by him.
No, this is going to be the round. They're not going to watch this.
Dropping utility, but Shello starts to run. Ujerks gets pounced on. There's one world. Slight chance that Kaspersky somehow recovers everything. But by cutting off AW, Shello turns back. Insta headshot out of him. And an icon peek right now. That's one spotted and the head popped. 4v2. to the 4v1. It is NiP in shambles.
These situations are just ludicrous already. I mean, I can't believe I'm still stuck on Wrinkle dying to a spam after the molly missed. A flash lands where Wrinkle knows he can go for a re-peek, and he dies before he can even peek. But the CT side's a little stiff outside of this.
Yes, it is.
These
Set
two
up
kills,
again.
He's 2v5 on the site right now.
I mean, Shush has to do it. Needs to, yet again,
Oh,
called
he's good.
into the action, sitting comfortably in sight. Fast Z rotate, no pounce here from PVISION. They wait for that smoke to fade. Wrinkle down with nothing, so it really needs to be Shush. He sits down beneath them on the oil tanker, already going for the fallback, this time with nothing. Not just Wrinkle, not just the rotate, but Shush also falters with nothing to show for it.
The emergency protocols fall apart. PVISION take 2 rounds in overtime. NiP have to be at wit's end right now. It feels like every day, dying after time.
Yes.
Every day is more ridiculous than the last. I like this. They could be very vulnerable to a fake in this situation with nerves at an all-time high.
Leans back. 45, there's the first from Wrinkle. Easy angle as far as he's considered. Oh, damn, Shush gets
kicked
popped.
off. Yeah, and they know where Wrinkle is.
Wrinkle just lost his player in front of him, then gets dinked in this minute gap. You've already got other pieces from NiP coming out through the Z connector.
They save so much utility.
PVISION starting to push forward off of the site, and down beneath them is Noda dropped. James is collecting kills here. A double to his name already. Ramp play from AW's doubled back over to the top shelf instead. James just trying to keep himself small within this bomb site, but they're about to pinch him from both ends, and it's another late round impact moment for AW queued up. He taps another diffuser off of a bomb. Snappy gonna try his hand at this, and as AW goes back, it's another finish. AW's clutch knows no bound. 3 rounds out of PVISION in overtime.
A 1v2 is nothing for him. It feels like a 1v1 every time.
Whoa, Kaspersky, the first victim. Noda can start to feel this as he gets his 29th frag of this map. Yet again, just exceeding the stat lines. But yet again, the unknown entities. Sharpened spears arrive in Budapest, and James leans back, ready for NiP's B-site arrival. It's all they're gonna have. A fight down this ramp. James strikes Shush first. 3v5 needed of NiP. And as bomb crosses over to the site, that's fine. PVISION happy to bank on their retakes. They've got all the tools for the job, a double man advantage, and a ninjas in pajamas who have failed to win any overtimes at this event. James already strikes down yet another. 1 health for you jerks. They've done it. PVISION top 16. James time knows no limits. Ninjas in shambles.
What a surprise. Guns for $1 yet again. Not tired? Stop wasting time and money on junk. With Hellcase, your inventory will turn into a fairy tale.